She's young, she's beautiful, and she is very talented. We want to welcome Alysha Brilla.
Oh, and look at this. Critically acclaimed Tanzanian-Canadian musician Alysha Brilla.
Alysha Brilla's latest single, Two Shots, from her debut album, In My Head.
Performer Alysha Brilla is here.
What's going on, guys? You're watching Best Fan TV. My name's Ian Cameron, and today I am here interviewing Alysha Brilla.
My name is Alysha Brilla, and I am a singer, songwriter, producer. The style of music I do is sort of a fusion of soul, there's a little bit of world and reggae, and pop in there. I've been doing music since, I've been playing it since I was like 3 years old, but I've been kind of pursuing it professionally since I was about 15. My parents both loved music. My dad had a guitar, and one of my earliest memories being, I think I was about 3 years old, and I saw him playing the guitar in the living room. I remember that being like the most interesting thing that had happened in my life to that point. You know what I mean? Was just seeing and hearing him playing, and so I think that the impact of feeling how excited that made me want to keep playing it. Music means, well, I don't want to say everything because that sounds really cliche, but it's true. Music means everything to me, and for me, I feel like, I speak English language fluently, but in a way, I feel like I'm able to better express myself through music than through anything I could possibly just say. Do you know what I mean? There's sort of been two kind of things going on concurrently during my journey. One of them was me as a person artistically, developing as a young woman and what I want to say, and then the other aspect was the business aspect. And so those things have collided during certain points. So for instance, when I was 15, most of the time at that time I was thinking about falling in love. And I was really romantic, and so most of my songs were about that, and I had no idea about the music business, what it entailed, what it meant, and so I started working with a producer in Toronto, and that kind of opened my eyes a little bit to what the business was like, because I remember even then I'd be writing my songs about love or whatever I was writing about, and he would sometimes say, "Oh, that's not commercial enough, these lyrics aren't going to be commercially viable." And even back then, I started hearing that, and so it's been an interesting journey of, I've always kind of been really strong-headed, so I think that's why I'm now independent, and I'm happy that way. I thought that getting a record deal was the biggest thing you could do as a musician. It was like kind of the epitome, it was the dream come true, and so that was the goal I was working towards. I think simply because it was a big challenge, and I did think it would open many, many doors. So I ended up signing when I was about 20, I think it was 19 when I met the label, and then 20 when I signed. It was called Universal Republic, and even though I was a bit older than some of the younger, pop stars you see in the media now, it was still, I think, in retrospect, crazy to see kind of how important it is to hold on to your identity when you're in a situation like that, because it's so easily manipulated by all the bureaucracy that goes on in the label. I kind of knew right from when I started working with the label that it wasn't going to work out, but I kind of stuck it out for a bit, and then ultimately I kind of brazenly said, this is not working for me. I don't want to be in this situation anymore, so I left. And it totally felt like a breakup. And most of my like intimate business relationships have felt like the emotions are really similar, I think, to romantic relationships. And so when I left the label, it really did feel like breaking up with someone. There was that severance. And so when it happened, I wasn't sure whether or not it was the right thing to do, but in retrospect, it definitely was, because now I'm able to fully express myself musically and get those sentiments out there in a way that feels true to myself.
In my head, we're so in love. In my head, when you grab my hand,
it feels awesome. I mean, I'm still so happy about it. It's opened so many doors. The first time I found out that I was nominated was honestly like an incredible shock to me, because producing that record, like I said, I left my label, started my own little imprint, and put this thing out independently, my record in my head, with the only intention, honestly, at the time of putting out an album that was sonically like true to me. So I was like, you know what, I don't care what happens, I don't care if I don't sell anything, like I just want to put this out there and have it be something I'm totally proud of and happy with. And for me that was enough. And then the fact that it got nominated was just like so amazing, because yeah, it was just incredible.